Hey, welcome to Happy Life, Better Life. Thank you for coming and stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we share another video. Today, I have a really fun topic. It's called having a theme song. Having a theme song. This was really important to me as I was going through different phases and transitions in my life and in my walk. Um, we're always listening to something or receiving somebody's vision of something. This is what I always say, whether it's on TV, social media, through music. And sometimes we have to be really intentional about what we feed our ear gate and our eye gate, okay? And we have to be protective over those things. And if you are someone who's ever dealt with depression and things like that, you probably know that during those times when you're struggling, you have to sometimes be creative and you have to be careful of who and what you're around and what you're listening to and what you're taking in. Um, so, one of the things that I would do to make things easier, to make things happier or more bearable, I would get a theme song and I would listen to that song every day sometimes, just depending on how much I needed it. So as I share those theme songs, I'll share what was going on at that time. So one of my theme songs at one point was a song by Kirk Franklin and Ty Tribbett. And I think the title of the song is It Could Have Been Me. And that particular song, one of the lyrics was, It could have been me without no clothes, no shoes, and no food to eat. When I first moved and I relocated to another area, I was trying to find work in the field that that I had been in for years, which is human resources. Human services. Sorry, human services. I worked in nonprofit, and I always loved helping people. So I was looking for a job in nonprofit, but the area that I moved to, the nonprofits seemed to be few and far between, and they were really hard to get in contact with, and they were paying horribly. And while I was going on interviews, I had one point made up in my mind whatever door opened first, I was going to take it. That's when I got the job at Walmart. And there were times it was really difficult motivating myself to go to work at Walmart. For one thing, I'm going to be honest, not being snobby, but I felt like the pay was like so beneath me. It was like something I made when I was a teenager, like when I was 14. And, but I wanted to keep myself busy and I wanted to have something to get up and do every day. And on the way to work, I would listen to that song by Kirk Franklin and Ty Tribbett. And I would be like, yeah, this might not be great, but you do have clothes, you do have shoes, you do have food. So, hey, it's a good day. And how about this? You woke up this morning. You woke up this morning. So I would blast it in the car and I would be pumping it really loud and singing it. And it just helped me to go into work with a more optimistic mindset. And the funny thing was, even though it was a really hard time in my life, it was, challenging starting over. That's how I thought of it at that time. But I would get myself in such a frame of mind that I would just like be happy and I would help people and people would go to my supervisors and give me all kinds of compliments. So you would have never known that I was going through what I was going through. And at another point, oh man, I remember during COVID. During COVID, there were times, when we were all in mandatory lockdown and stuff like that, and there were times I would go to work, but even when I would go to work, um, I would be by myself unless we happened to have someone scheduled to come in, but a lot of people weren't really coming in because everybody was on lockdown. And so I would spend a lot of time by myself. And there was a song by Ty Tribbett that I liked. And not all of these songs, let me say, not all of them are Christian songs or gospel songs. Some of these songs you might be a little bit surprised at. I was surprised at it, but hey, I'll share that. So Ty Tribbett's song, It's Gonna Be All Right, or It's Gonna Be All Right. I would play that song in the morning and it would just, that would just become my confession for that day. It's going to be all right. We're going to make it through this place. It's not going to be like this always. And that was a very, very encouraging song for me. Um, there was a phase I was going through when my son was in the hospital, and it was just like a bunch of things that had happened, and I was a little bit depressed. And then sometimes, and I ended up, telling my doctor about it, and I was on some medication that I could take just when I needed to. It wasn't something I had to take every day. But what I would do, I would play this song. And I mean, like literally laying in bed, I would click on my television and I would go to YouTube and I would play this song. And this song would just get me out of the bed dancing. And the song was Wobble Baby. You know, get in there. Yeah, yeah. So, yes, that was my song. That was my song. And I would play it loud and I would just be dancing on my way into the shower. It just kind of helped me to get up, get motivated. And I had a lot of fun with it. And so it made me laugh because I would think to myself, if people who knew me could see me dancing to Wobble Baby, they'd probably get a kick out of that. But it made me happy, so I did it. And there's a song out right now, and I gotta say, this song it's a little special in my words. People know my word is special. It's special. um, it is a song by Beyonce, and I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. I'm not a fan of a bunch of people, and I'm probably more old school anyway. And this song actually, it has some kind of raunchy lyrics to it, but it's something about it. Even though I used to always tell my kids, listen to the words, just listen to the beat. But there are there's just something about this song that gets me pumped up and kind of puts me in like a fight mode to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. And I don't know. I really like the song, but the song is Cuff It. Cuff It. So I'm exposing a hidden truth. But it's something about when I hear that song. Now, mind you, when I heard it, I heard the version on the radio. So a lot of things were like bleeped out of it or whatever. But I was like, I don't know what it is about this song, but it just really kind of got me pumped up and going. So these are my theme songs. And I think the reason why that song kind of pumped me up a little bit in this phase, because I've been in a place where I've been making decisions and I am stepping out of my comfort zone. And like I may be relocating to another state. And that means getting a new job. That means getting a new place to live. That means allowing my children to kind of stand on their own 2 feet, because mom will be much further away. But also for me coming into a place of just total ownership for me, for my own happiness. And I'm so excited about it. And so when I play that song, it just gets me pumped up. It just gets me in a frame of mind to say, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this thing. So I hope that you get some encouragement from some of my sharing today. And I want to tell you, find yourself a theme song, something that gets you out of the bed if you need it, something that makes you smile, something that makes you grateful, appreciative, something that makes you feel like dancing, whatever it is that you need to have at this moment. Now, don't go getting something that's going to put you in a headspace that you don't need to be in. You don't need to to be going out there being reckless in life, but something that just puts you in a frame of mind to know that you can do whatever needs to be done. That you can make changes. That your today is better than what it was yesterday. If yesterday was hard or if yesterday was good, today can be an even better day because we're trying to live a happy life and a better life, right? So I just wanted to encourage you with that today. And yes, I'm still making videos with my dental work that I'm waiting to complete and have finished. So thank you for bearing with me. You all have been, so kind because yes, I might seem like I'm not embarrassed about it, but I am. But I just decided I wasn't going to stop. I wasn't going to stop doing what I was doing, and I wasn't going to allow it to hinder me because it would have been too much time that would have had to pass without me creating any content. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Give you much love, many hugs, and I hope to see you and talk to you again soon. Bye bye.